Hi, and welcome to Judging 101 Hot Topics. Here we are with Judging 101 again. I'm Andy Adams, Director of Judges for the National Cutting Horse Association. We're here with Jody Galyean. Jody, thank you very much for coming and
Glad to be here.
taking the time to spend with us.
Yes, sir.
$1 million winner, fraternity champion, Hall of Famer. All of your family is involved.
Right.
I mean, your family name in cutting. And you know, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today, you got your judge's card 2000 or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
A while ago.
A while ago.
You have a very busy schedule.
Right.
You always have. And yet you found time to go out and judge for us. You got your card and you actually went out and judged.
Yeah. Well, I just always felt like it was important to try and give back to the NCHA a little bit and put back in and I enjoy judging. I enjoy going out and getting to see it, let you travel, let you go other places, let you meet some people that you probably wouldn't meet if you weren't out judging and stuff. And that probably comes from my dad. Dad judged in the AQHA and went, and Dad was always talking about how great it was to get out of Arkansas and get to go judge different places. And he judged the World Show and Congress and all these different shows. So I think that probably carried over a little bit also. It's like, hey, and just like now you get to go travel, you get to see, you get to meet people that you wouldn't get to meet. And so to me, that's a big part of giving back to the NCHA for everything it's given my family.
Sure. So and in that process, you know, with a busy schedule, how did you manage that? So, you know, because that's one of the biggest complaints I have from guys that, you know, either don't get their card or they have it and they haven't really went out and judged as much as we'd like them to, that we're just too busy. And yet guys like yourself that have been extremely busy found time to do it.
Well, I think it's just you just have to make time. I think you just have to, you know, usually all of us have someone at home that can take care of horses for a weekend, or we have one weekend maybe we don't have to go show or something like that. So plan and schedule it for that weekend. Start with a local show. A lot of times I'd start out and just going where I could drive up to Ada or drive these different places and stuff where you start getting experience doing it.
I'm really glad that you mentioned that you feel like, you know, you were giving back to an association that has been a big part of your life and your family's life. I hope that people that are listening to this really listen to that, because from the judges department, we got to have people like you.
Right.
You know, we got to have you up there.
We need more people.
We need more people. We need more people that have been there, done that.
Right.
And it's very important to the judges department to kind of nurture that. You know, that's one of the things that you mentioned to me, how important that is.
Well, I just think it's been so good to all of us. It's provided a way of living and provides for us and stuff like that. And so anytime an association and people provide for you, I just feel like it's important to give back to them and try and give something back.
Sure. So one more question. So when you got your card,
Yes, sir.
Did it look different from up there than what you expected it to when you first started judging?
I think more so from judging in this arena than anywhere else. I think when you're setting up in these stands, it looks completely different. And I think one of the benefits of being up there is you see what it looks like to those judges. And I think it helps your showmanship.
Absolutely.
I think anyone that you would talk to that's set up there will say, hey, it really helped me because I see what they're seeing.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes as cutters, and we're sitting there, we get into watching ourselves on film or this or that, and it's different sitting in these 5 boxes watching the cutting than it is even watching it on film or doing that. So I think it helps your showmanship. I think it helps you realize the little things that the judges are seeing that maybe we didn't take into consideration right off the bat also. So I think it's a great benefit to sit up there and do that.
So before we close, is there something you would say to a younger guy that is starting out in his career that's having a success towards that might help him go, well, you know what, maybe I will get my card?
Yeah, I think the benefits that you see from sitting up there would be the biggest thing to say, because even though, like I said just a second ago, when you're sitting up there, you see things that you don't realize you're doing or that other people are doing that causes you to mark that person a score or to take away from him. So it's like if I see that. And so if you have any chances at all, I would highly recommend that any young guy that could, even if it's just on the weekend cuttings, just start sitting up there and saying, okay, and I think it will improve their showmanship and help them out.
Absolutely.
Completely.
Well, listen, Jody, we really appreciate you
taking
the time. We know you're a busy man and your family's, it's so wonderful to have business that we have here.
Well, it's a blessing to all of us to be. It's a family sport, and it's
Yeah.
involved. All families involved in
Yeah.
it. So that's one of the great benefits of
That's
it.
awesome. Well, thank you very much, and that's the end of the episode of Judging 101 for today. Thank you.